Good morning, KMMA tribe, friends, family, followers. Happy Friday. Today, actually, I want to start by just expressing gratitude for you because being able to produce content for you, the videos that I do, the writing that I do on the blog, as well as the lessons of the week that I create for my instructors to teach here at Krav Maga Martial Arts, like all of those things are some of the ways that I get to provide value. The last couple of days I was at the Great American Teach-In. We did a couple schools, Sensei John and I, and we were sewing into students there, and they were so excited, and so it was so awesome. We were able to really provide value there as well, and I've been doing that one for decades as well. Because our relationship as partners in education with our school system is one of the important ways that we provide value here at my Leadership Academy as well. But providing this content for you is a big piece of that is too. So I take seriously, and usually, sometimes I know what I'm going to talk about days in advance. Sometimes it's actually planned. A lot of times, honestly, it's a meditation that comes forth from coffee time with my wife in the morning or something like that. And today I was just on the way driving in, honestly, and hadn't really thought, but I knew I wanted to talk to you today. And as I thought, I said, I'm going to talk to him about the first part of my day today because my whole day is planned in my planner and I know what I'm going to produce. But one of the most productive times of my days is a thing called airplane time. And I want to share with you the concept of airplane time today. Now, I think I first got it from Darren Hardy years ago in a book or a course that I was studying. I think it might have been Insane Productivity was the course, but it was decades ago. So the point of the story really is that this thing has been serving me well for years, and I hope it's going to serve you well too. Now, if you're old enough to remember, you may be able to easily relate to why this tool is called airplane time. And if you're not, let me share with you. At a time when many of us were, entrepreneurs, really trying our best to make the most productive use of every day. But the hard part. Sometimes the hard part is knowing what to do. But even when you know what to do, sometimes the hard part is doing what you know you need to do because of all of the distractions. And so airplane time for people like me that were productivity minded was a great time to get so much done, so much thinking, so much planning, so much creative work. Because when you would go on an airplane back in the day, and I don't know, back in the day was like the 80s and the 90s and even probably the first decade of the turn of the century. I'm not going to try to, I could go look real quick, I'm sure, and find out when exactly the airplanes started providing in-flight entertainment and when they started providing, internet, Wi-Fi actually on the airplane. Who think of that, right? Before that, we were blessed because, see, airplane time was the time that you could truly be productive and nobody could distract you. No phone calls, no texts, no notifications, and certainly no passive entertainment. Well, let me tell you, my last few flights, as I look around, most people are watching movies or playing games, or some people be reading, which is a good use of the time, and some people will even be working. And maybe some of them even appreciate the memory of airplane time as the time that you get the most productive work done. Okay, what am I saying? What I'm saying is that you don't have to it's not really about the technological advances on the airplane. It's about the choice to have airplane time. So like my first 90 minutes today, from right when I finished with you, 10:30 to 12 this morning, my first 90 minutes are my airplane time. That's where my most creative work will be done. And by the way, there will be no distractions. When I'm in airplane time, my team knows I'm in airplane time. My phone is on do not disturb. I don't allow anything to notify me anyway. There's no notifications on any programs or anything like that. I don't check email. I don't allow any distractions. I do the highest, most important work for any leader and entrepreneur. And quite frankly, I believe anybody even in their life, because either you're taking deliberate time to create the life that you desire, or, you're just letting things happen to you. So airplane time is 90 minutes. 90 minutes is the perfect amount of time. It's not so long that And by the way, it's the perfect amount of time for many of us. If it's less time for you before you start distracting yourself, then start with smaller time. And if you can go even more than 9 minutes, do so. But 90 minutes was the time Darren taught me, and 90 minutes seems to work really good for me. I've been doing this for years. I try to fit in those 90-minute blocks of deep, positive, productive, focused time. I try to do it daily. It doesn't really happen every single day, but it happens several times a week. And then look, then the rest of my day I can be in positive sewing meetings and contact time and other productive time with other people, but that's not airplane time. Airplane time is the time that you're alone with yourself, your muses, your God. You can bring those people in, but it's about flowing, planning, creating, envisioning. Airplane time. So, guys, if you don't have any non distracted time in your life right now, let me tell you something. Airplane time is powerful. Number one, because you will create so much more. You'll be so much more productive. And number two, believe it or not, if you're one of the people that struggles with stress or anxiety, it even helps with that because you're taking control of that piece of your life. Airplane time. I hope I've been uh, value to you today. And by the way, if you're one of those younger people that airplane time doesn't make sense to you, then just call it focus time. I'll keep calling it airplane time. Works for me. Prepare to live, empower to lead. Make it a great day, and have a great weekend. See you again soon.